Good afternoon. My name is Bryce Ellenbecker, and today I'm going to be informing you about the risks and ways to protect yourself in the sport of football. Many people, men and women, many ages, enjoy watching the sport of football. They like getting together with their family and friends, barbecuing and just having a good time and watching their favorite team duke it out on the field. Although they like watching the sport, when someone gets injured, they just like, oh, he's okay. But sometimes they're actually not. The equipment that they use, like this helmet right here, it's supposed to protect you from all types of injuries, but no amount of equipment can. On the back of this helmet, it has a warning, and the warning says that no amount of padding can prevent an injury. It states on there that you can have a spinal injury, you can have a brain injury, you can get a concussion, and you can even get paralyzed and possibly death. Just depends on the injury. Most people wear knee pads, thigh pads. They cover up their whole leg, but even them, they won't protect everything. Because once you get hit in the knee, it can hyperextend your knee and blow out your ACL and stuff. So they're just there, I don't even know why you have to wear pads. But your shoulder pads, on the other hand, they go halfway down your ribs and protect some of your spine and then half of your ribs. But the other half of your ribs, you can wear like a rib. It's called a rib guard, and it just wraps around the bottom layer of your ribs so that you have more protection. Like I said, no amount of padding or helmet or anything can prevent an injury. Coaches can preach and preach and preach about having good technique and good form. Good technique is having your head up when you're making a tackle, but once your head drops, that is when you're going to get in the most trouble. When your head drops, it leaves the back of your neck wide open for potential injury. Also, when you drop your head, that means you're leading with the top of your head, which can cause a severe concussion, and even you can get paralyzed. The equipment is brand name, like you get all of it, like from one company. But some of them are disinfectant and they break easily. So if you get hit once, then you're not going to be very good. And like I was saying about the coaches, it's not the coach's fault if someone gets hurt. It's the players. Because the coaches teach and teach about how to have proper form and technique and about the safety and like what will happen if you drop your head and do something wrong. Because if you drop your head with the helmet, that is called spearing, and you can get a penalty for it. And that can hurt you and your opponent. And there's a penalty, it's called targeting, and according to the USA Football Association, you can get ejected for it. It's called targeting. It's when you go helmet to helmet. And you can get, in the NFL, you get fined, but I don't think high school you'll get fined. And on the back of the helmet, it also states that no spearing, no leading with helmet, and always keep your face masked up for maximum protection. Injuries are high risk when you play the sport of football. The worst one you can get is possibly death, like the helmet says, but the other one, the minor ones are a broken finger. But some colleges and high schools and professional teams, they have trainers that come out on the field and help you up, and when they see you down on the field, they will rush over to you and like first they'll ask you what's wrong and what hurts, and then if they say it's your head, if it's either a head or a neck injury, they'll follow protocol and they're supposed to leave the helmet and shoulder pads on. So like if you broke your spine and if they take off your helmet or shoulder pads, they don't want to risk moving anything that's broke that can possibly paralyze you. The helmets, there's like air pockets in them. So like if I was to get a haircut, my helmet would be a little bigger. So I would have to, there's a hole right here where you pump up air. So it gets bigger and forms around your head so that it's bigger and your head don't move around as much. Yeah, like I said, football is one of America's favorite sports, but it's also one of the most dangerous. anything can happen to you. Like this guy, he's from the University of California. He was a running back, and he was running into the end zone to score a touchdown when he was jumping over someone, and you'll just have to watch. He gets very badly hurt. As you can see in that video, his helmet flew off when he hit the ground, and when he landed on his back, he had no protection on his back, which caused him to get paralyzed. So those are some of the risks and some ways you can prevent getting injured in the sport of football. Thank you all for coming.